Hey, we're back. Yeah, if you're kind of wondering, we haven't been around for a while. Long story short, the camera got stolen, but we got it back. So, we're back! Yay! Anyway, today we're going to talk about Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I know I said I was going to do, the final part of Batman month, but I'm saving that for hopefully next week. But I just want to get this stuff out of the way first. So, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Alright, I've seen most of the Apes movies. I've seen the original, love the original. I've seen parts of the sequels, and they were like a little too hammy. But, and I saw Tim Burton's movie version, and, ugh. And I'll just say this about Tim Burton's Apes. I don't think that movie was entirely Tim Burton's fault. That movie had been in development since the 80s.
Yeah.
Gone through so many different people, so many different writers and directors and actors. Heck, even Michael Bay, Peter Jackson, Oliver Stone, the Hughes brothers, and so many other people were attached to it. Going through so many different kinds of ideas. At one point, it wasn't even going to be a remake. They were thinking of making it as a standalone sequel to the original. But it had some good ideas, but it just ultimately didn't work out. And plus, that ending was just, okay, are they trying to be clever? Are they trying to be like, oh yeah, you ever seen that ending from the original? This is sort of like that, only doesn't really make sense.
For a Tim Burton one?
Yeah, the ending to the Tim Burton version.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Yeah. But then Rise of the Planet of the Apes came out, and I wasn't sure. I know they say it's a reboot of the franchise, but I'm not sure whether it's supposed to be a prequel leading up to the original or what. But regardless, it was a great movie, and it actually, like with the original, it actually took some pretty interesting sci-fi themes and managed to make it a successful summer blockbuster. Mm-hmm. This time going into genetic engineering. And I guess this was kind of touched upon in some of the Apes sequels, but this actually goes further along with it than ever before.
Oh yeah, by far.
Now, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Oh, those Dawn dirty apes.
Fantastic movie.
I liked it. I loved it. And this is probably like the best Apes movie. If there's any Apes movie that could top the original, it's probably this one. And Rise a bit. But Dawn of the Planet of the Apes takes things further than ever before. It's like something straight out of a post-apocalyptic scenario that you'd seen in Walking Dead or The Last of Us. Heck, I even say that this is the closest that we could get to a Last of Us movie or something. But it's so much better than that idea alone.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
I mean, the visuals were great, the story was compelling, the acting, especially by the actors who were playing the apes, were awesome.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I actually like the human characters too.
Yeah. There's a lot of emotions in the movie though.
There's a lot.
It really pulls on their feel strings.
A lot of emotions and themes, so compelling that it even almost made us cry.
Yeah. I'm
not kidding. This movie almost made us cry.
It really did.
You maniacs! You almost made us cry! Damn that movie! No, but it's really good. It's a really good movie, and it's still in theaters apparently. So yeah, go see it.
Yeah, please.
Definitely go see. Even if you didn't see Rise, well, this movie will kind of.
Yeah, I didn't see Rise first year. This is Dawn of the Planet of the Apes was the first movie I saw for the new trilogy, and automatically made me go, holy crap, I need to see Rise. This is a great, I guess, reboot, you want to say?
Well, yeah, Rise is a reboot, and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is the sequel to that reboot. So,
but I meant the entire thing, so like a reboot.
Yeah, it is good. It is good. And I can understand why they can't do the makeup thing anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to try to make. I mean, at least I'll say this about Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes. It did have pretty convincing makeup effects.
I think so.
Way more so than, well, even the original. But I can understand why they had to go with motion capture CGI with this. They wanted to make realistic looking apes. They couldn't exactly get, well, real apes. And if they did, there'd be a lot of red flags, especially from animal rights activists. So
A lot of chaos.
So good move on their part.
Right.
And Andy Serkis, oh man, Andy Serkis, he and this, as Gollum, he managed to find his calling with Gollum, and then with King Kong, even better.
Oh yeah.
But then with the Apes movies, it's like, wow, you're seeing so much out of a CG character that it's
real.
It's almost believable.
Yeah.
You almost believe it's real, and yeah, Andy Serkis won a lot of awards for his role in Rise. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Andy Serkis deserves an Oscar for this movie. I am dead serious.
Is he even nominated?
Well, if he gets other acting awards for his role as Caesar in the first movie, then certainly he should be getting a lot of award nominations for this one.
Now that I think about it, didn't he get awards for playing Ed Gollum in The Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, he had some awards, like a Saturn Award, and he also got nominated for a Screen Actors Guild Award.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, for the ensemble cast.
Oh, okay.
But this movie, he's really come into his own. And
Oh, yeah.
It's no wonder that he's been cast in Avengers 2 and Star Wars Episode 7. I'm sure he's probably going to be playing some mocap characters, but hey, who knows? But Dawn of the Planet of the Apes has really made motion capture acting like real acting. People shouldn't question whether it's real acting or not anymore. It is. I'm not saying that's the next stage of acting. No, there's still regular physical acting.
Of course, yeah.
But I'm just saying that Andy Serkis deserves a lot more credit for this movie.
He does.
He deserves an Oscar. I'm just gonna go ahead and say he's like, his performance in this movie is like equivalent to Heath Ledger's in The Dark Knight. Well, that and much more. But aside from that, I like the story of this movie, how it takes place 10 to 11 years after
10 years, I believe.
Well, they said 10 winters, but I don't know, some sites I looked up on say 11, I don't know, but
Yeah.
it takes place it takes place like a decade or more after the previous movie, and the world is in, well, chaos, or really ruins really. Ruins. And humans are trying to survive, and there's a select group of humans from San Francisco trying to find a way to bring power from a dam into their colony, or maybe just the whole city.
The whole city.
Yeah. And lo and behold, the driving force of the movie is started by none other than Mitch from The Walking Dead. Well, his real name is Kirk Acevedo, but you probably know him as Mitch from The Walking Dead, or as I like to call Mitch, knockoff Merle. But no, he shoots an ape, and suddenly this gets the apes all riled up, especially Koba.
Yeah.
Oh boy, we'll get to him in a bit.
Oh yeah.
And suddenly the humans and apes are starting to have a rocky relationship with each
Yeah, I
other.
was gonna say tensions are drawn.
Yeah, tensions are on the rise, and they're trying to work together to bring power to the city and possibly start some kind of peace between the apes and the
peace
humans.
treaty. They don't want war, and the humans don't want war, so
Yeah,
way around it.
but some want otherwise, like Koba.
Koba, yes.
Yeah, and yeah, then suddenly things are
Pretty bad.
Yeah, things go pretty bad. Things seem promising, but then they go bad once Koba starts a whole war and everything, and the humans and the apes have to scramble together to try to fix things, and eventually they do.
Yeah.
And Gary Oldman, he's awesome. He's not he's not the human bad guy of this movie. He's just a guy who may do things a bit too extreme because he's been through hell.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about the Dawn of the Apes trailer. They kind of made him seem like he was the bad guy in the trailer, but really in the movie he's not. He's far from it.
Yeah, Well, it's not explicitly told, and it doesn't necessarily have to be told, but he's a guy who's been through a lot, and he lost his family due to the virus and everything. And, okay, they're calling it simian flu. Why?
Yeah.
That was a little that was a little annoying for me, because they kept calling it simian flu, even though the apes were pretty much living in the forests of San Francisco.
Right.
They were staying there. Well, okay, yeah, the virus came from the same lab as where they were, but that doesn't mean it was their fault.
No.
So
They didn't really explain that, did they?
they didn't and you know, in Rise, it didn't exactly explain what the whole symptoms of the virus were. I mean, you cough, your nose bleeds. Basically, you're just getting blood out of your system.
Right.
So, what exactly were the symptoms of the virus? Not exactly. I mean, it was sort of summed up in Dawn at the beginning,
Right.
but I don't know. I mean, I don't know the exact details of the virus in the movie.
I'm sure they'll bring it up, or maybe we missed it, but you know.
Yeah, if this was probably expanded upon in the previous movie, I don't remember, so I'm sorry if I've overlooked that detail. But okay, Koba in this one. Koba, oh wow, this guy, he is...
Well, first off, the actor who played Koba, phenomenal job.
Yeah, Toby, well, he was played by a different actor in the previous movie.
Yeah, he was.
But then he got replaced in this movie, and he's played by Toby Kebbell, who's going to be playing Doctor Doom in the Fantastic Four reboot. And this is what he's like as Koba. I can't imagine what he's going to be like as Doctor Doom.
Oh, yeah.
He's like a savage beast.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
This guy. He
That's putting it mildly.
he really wants to kill all humans, because all he knows is hate, because they experimented on him. And I don't know if this was shown in the previous movie, but how exactly did he get all those scars around his eye, around his arm, and another around his ear? How did he get all those scars? Did he really get them all from human experimentation?
Not all human experimentation. He got beaten a lot by the electrical sticks that the guards had.
Was this in the previous movie?
Yes, it was a Rise.
Okay, I don't remember seeing it in there. Again, it's been a while since I watched that movie, so I'll probably have to rewatch it.
I'm sure it was more, but I do remember they beat him with the electrical sticks.
Yeah, and at the end of Rise, we're only seeing a taste of what Koba is going to be like in the next movie.
Yeah.
In Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, he is...
Oh, God.
He is the main instigator.
Right.
He is the... I mean, and the thing about it is, it's been pointed out that the new Apes movies kind of take their premises from the original sequels. Like, Rise is similar to Conquest, and Dawn is similar to Battle.
Yeah, I could see that.
But they only took the premises. That doesn't mean they're straight up remakes.
No.
They actually take them and expand them further. Like, okay, for one, they actually rectify some of the things from the sequels that didn't make sense. Like, in Conquest, the apes are wearing clothes.
Oh, yeah.
Why are they wearing clothes? If they're your slaves, wouldn't you want them... If they're human, if they're supposed to be human pets or slaves, wouldn't it make more sense to have them, you know, not be in clothes and just... I don't know. But anyway...
Then it wouldn't be PG-13.
Or PG.
Yeah.
Well, okay, yeah, maybe back in the day they couldn't exactly convey a full-on ape not wearing any clothes, so who knows. But in this movie, oh yeah, about Koba, he is like, I go and say that he's probably one of the best villains ever created for film.
Yeah, I would say that too.
The guy is just he's like a force of nature, and I especially liked it when he's on the horse and he jumps through the fire. All I could think about is, and I looked and behold a pale white horse, and the man who sat on him was death, and hell followed with him.
Yeah, I could.
All I could think about was that.
I mean, when he busted through there with both machine guns in his arm and the whole warp print, you're really terrifying this guy.
Yeah, he was terrifying, and it made sense to kill him off at the end, because the fight between Caesar and Koba
was really good.
It was way better than anything that CGI fights have tried to do in the past couple of years, especially Transformers. But And
I would go as far as say it's probably the best CGI fight I've ever seen.
yeah. So I'm just kind of wondering what's going to happen next. You know, I mean, we've seen what's happened in Dawn. The whole war has been set up, and they lost for chance for peace. Here's another thing, though. Before I get to that, here's another thing that kind of really like the character that Jason Clarke plays, Malcolm. He tries to reason with Dreyfus, played by Gary Oldman, and the others
Yeah.
by pointing a gun at them, when really all he could have done was just tell them what's going on
Yeah, and to hear.
and try to stop them. But instead he picks up a gun, threatens to shoot them, and then Gary Oldman blows up the building. Along with himself.
I mean, the worst that could have happened was, they said, you're crazy or whatever, but at least try to tell them what's going on and reason with them.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe the character...
you gotta think. Put yourself in his shoes. You're probably panicking and scared to your mind. And you're gonna pull the trigger, and God knows what.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe the guy was just being desperate. Like Dreyfus, he was just being desperate and trying to find a way to make things right. But, he could have just talked to him.
Right.
And then if that didn't work, then pick up the gun.
And then shoot him.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. But the ending for the movie signifies that there's going to be a war happening. Yeah. Humans...
Well, go ahead.
Well, we saw in the trailer that there was that ship coming. The trailer for Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, there was that ship coming.
Yeah, I remember that.
Why wasn't that shown in this?
I'm going to assume that they're leading it to the next movie.
Yeah. So I don't know what they're going to call the next movie, but I'm betting it's going to be about the war between the humans and the apes.
Yeah.
And then possibly, maybe they'll make another one, and it'll be a straight up remake of the original.
Well, they did say they're going to do. They said, I believe it's Earth somewhere, they're going to do a total of 4 movies, maybe 5. That's pushing it.
Yeah, it's kind of like going the same length as the original series.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, but
I heard somewhere that I think the next one's going to be called Conquest, and then.
But that's taking a title from a previous movie.
I know, but and then the one after that can be called Empire.
Yeah. It's just, it's amazing how they're still able to get away with the really long sequel titles for these movies.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, back in the 60s and 70s, they were able to get away with it, but now it's like,
Yep.
It actually works, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, alright, well, that's our... Oh, yeah, James... Yeah, I was a little sad that James Franco didn't play much of a big role in this movie. He only had a cameo.
Yeah, he did.
And it kind of makes me wonder, what happened to his character from the previous movie? Is he dead? We see his house.
Right, you see his house.
But
you see a little...
It was reported by the writers and the director that James Franco and Frida Pinto's characters died during the whole outbreak thing. I mean, it would have been nice to have seen it.
Yeah, it would be nice to see it, but...
Yeah, or at least his fate elaborate. Hell, he had a good setup for it, too.
Yeah, really.
There was that video camera that they found.
Exactly.
And what do we see? We just see Caesar and Franco's bonding time.
Which is why it's
It's
emotional.
good. Yeah, but come on, it would have been nice to have seen like what happened to Franco near the end if he filmed himself. And apparently he must have if he left his camera there.
You must have, yeah. I mean,
maybe there's a deleted scene. Who knows? But
there might be a deleted scene, or maybe, hopefully they revise this and they'll put it into the next movie.
Yeah. I mean, from what I heard, Franco wasn't in this movie because Rupert Wyatt, the director of Rise, left.
Yeah.
So, makes sense, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's our bet on Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and catch you later.